This is brought to you in part by Optimum Fiber. Get Optimum, the fastest fiber internet. Don't take slow for an answer. By your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Learn more at genesis.com. By Untuckit. Find the perfect fit today at untuckit.com or more than 80 stores worldwide. And by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play. Well, we're going to play a little bit because we got ourselves a drone. Little Yes View today. We'll have these great shots throughout the game. A rare aerial look as we go around the ballpark at 161st Street and River Avenue. Big crowd on hand for the Yankees and the Red Sox. Of course, first time these two teams will meet in 2025.
Tony was nervous.
Why?
The drone was going to hit the Yankees up.
Everything is copacetic as the Yankees take the field. Let's take a look at the Red Sox starting lineup that Will Warren is going to face. You've got Jaron Duran leading off. Then Rafael Devers, DH, bats second. Willie Abreu is in right field hitting third. Middle third of the order, former Yankee Carlos Narvaez behind the plate. Abraham Toro is the first baseman. Marcelo Meyer is the third baseman, batting sixth. Batting seventh, shortstop Trevor Story. David Hamilton at second. And Ceddanne Rafaela is going to bat in the number 9 hole.
And indeed, Will Warren towing the slab and the bookie down here tonight on a Friday night. No place I'd rather be back in the day. The full crowd. You see the numbers a little bit elevated from his last start, but it is promising for him, and we'll tell you a little bit more in our Nissan Pitcher Scout Report. And I chalk that up, his last start, to growing pains. He's probably here a little sooner than the Yankees envisioned, maybe by a half of a year, but the stuff is promising, especially that sweeping slider. And of course, welcome to the rivalry. Welcome to the Red Sox and Yankees.
Well, let's take a look at the defense behind him. And it's brought to you by a Tri-State Chevy dealers. Bellinger in left, Grisham in center, Aaron Judge over in right. In the infield, Chisholm's at third, Volpe at short, LeMahieu back at second base, and Paul Goldschmidt will be playing first. Austin Wells behind the plate with Jason Dominguez, the DH. What a great shot of Warren warming up on the mound here in the Bronx. Red Sox, as I mentioned, enigmatic, 30 and 34. Their defense not good. Their outfield defense, ironically enough, is terrific, but they make a lot of errors. They have 55 errors. That's the most in the major leagues, and they're certainly underachieving. A lot of people picked them to win the American League East. So far, no good. They have not lived up to that at all. Yankees are 38-23. 3 times they've been 15 over. They have never won the next game to go 16 over, so they'll try to do that tonight. Duran is ready. Warren is ready. Let's do it here in the Bronx. First pitch up and away, and we're underway. Crew Chief Mark Wegner is behind the plate. Bruce Dreckman at first. Shane Livensbarger at second. And Nate Tomlinson is the third base up. There's a strike.
A lot of people talked about Warren possibly being overwhelmed, the big stage in L.A. Well, now you're back to the rivalry, as you said. Now you're pitching against the Red Sox. If he can bounce back and keep your nerves at bay.
He said something very interesting to Meredith. He said, there's so many people at Dodger Stadium. He didn't say it was a nerve, but it was something to adjust to. He said, same thing tonight, but they'll be on our side.
That's if you're getting Alex, he'll be on your side, right?
It's so important, especially when you think about the tough start, to bounce back for your own confidence out there.
Well, the Red Sox have lost 8 of their past 11. Offensively, they're fine. 6th in runs per game, 9th in batting average, 9th in on-base percentage, 6th in slugging, and they have 75 home runs, which is good for 8. Their pitching has not been good, and their defense has not been good. Strike 3, Duran down looking. It's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, finally, I mean, it's June 6th, and this is the first meeting between the Red Sox and the Yankees in an offensive matchup. Devers and Judge, 1 and 2 in the American League in RBIs and in walks. I mean, let's face it, these offenses revolve around these two guys, and to keep them down. They're 9.5 back. You let them get back in it by playing head-to-head. It's a big opportunity for Boston to try to get back in this race, and a good challenge for Yankees to put them out of it.
See, Devers hitting .285. He started the season 0 for 21 with 15 strikeouts in those 21 at-bats. Picked it up a lot since then. Been in the middle of a lot of controversy when they signed Alex Bregman. Obviously, he's a better third baseman than Devers, and he didn't want a DH, but he has accepted it. Then, when Tristan Casas went down at first base, they asked him to play first base. He said no. So he stays at DH.
Could you imagine going to the manager's office and just saying, no, I'm not doing it?
Volpe will put it away.
Feels like there's more to the story than we know, behind the scenes.
And now Bregman is hurt, and he doesn't want to go back to third. And he's in the third year of an 11-year, over $300 million contract. Here's Abreu. One and 0 on Abreu. Take a look at Mark Wegner, hitter friendly, almost pinned to the end. 28th big league season. Crew chief calls fewer outside strikes on righties, fewer low strikes overall. Dude.
You're not a big fan, huh, Cody? You looking for your strike there?
1 and 2.
You got to be like that all the way over there.
Abreu, one of those guys that got off to a great start at the end of April, close to 300 since May, hitting .213. So got a career high 15 home runs, but he's got 13 already this year. So there is talent there.
And a fastball is tipped into the glove of Wells. An impressive 1-2 inning for Will Warren. Red Sox nothing, and the Yankees coming back. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts against Warren. Now Walker Buehler will deal to this batting order. Trent Grisham leads off, then Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger. Middle third of the order, Goldschmidt, Chisholm, and Dominguez. And the bottom third, the shortstop Anthony Volpe batting 8th, the catcher Austin Wells, and DJ LeMahieu is at second base batting 9th.
And on the year, this will be a 10th start. You can see the numbers kind of rounding into form. ERA's a little high. Strikeouts to walks, and the long balls hurt him a little bit. And we'll tell you a little bit more in our Nissan pitcher scouting report. Last time he was on that mound was a memorable moment for him as he closed out the World Series for the Dodgers on the Yankees turf. And really his repertoire is the kitchen sink, and quotation marks around the sink, because the sinker's his highest rated pitch so far this year. And he really relies on soft contact as opposed to strikeouts at this point.
Grisham will start it off. The last batter he faced on that mound that David talked about was Alex Verdugo. He struck him out as the Dodgers won the World Series in 5 games. He also started game 3. And he pitched 5 shutout innings in that one.
It's funny, I remember now that you said that he got the last out. The next day I was flying home, and all of a sudden lady and her daughter came up to me, jean jacket on, Bueller just spray painted all over. I'm like, wow, you're a big fan. She says, no, I'm his mother. They had partied all night and they were on their way back.
Spent 7 seasons with the Dodgers, signed a 1-year, $21.05 million deal with the Red Sox, plus a $25 million mutual option for next year. He has missed 3 weeks this year in May with right shoulder bursitis.
Well, Coney, he's made the adjustment at a young age. I mean, he was an overpowering pitcher out in L.A., and you were talking about the kitchen sink and soft contact. That's just a total flip of the page, especially at this age, huh?
It really is. You notice he used to throw in the upper 90s, to your point. 97 with regularity. Now he's cutting it and sinking it a lot. He's more of a movement specialist than a gas artist that he once was.
We did have Tommy John surgery, missed the entire 2023 season. The second time he had it. From Lexington, Kentucky, grew up a Reds fan. Dodgers first-round pick in 2015 out of Vanderbilt, 24th pick overall. And Grisham works a walk. Check out the Red Sox defense brought to you by your Tri-State Chevy dealers. The outfield is very good. The infield, a lot of question marks. Myers, Story, Hamilton, and Toro. That's third to first. Carlos Narvaez is behind the plate. Former Yankee. Walker Buehler on mound. So here's Judge. There's a base hit to left center field. Cutting over is Rafaela, cuts the ball off in the gap. Judge is going for two. The throw is over the head. Backing up is the first baseman, Toro. So a double for Judge, second and third for the Yankees, and nobody out.
Well, this ball is just smoked. It's supposed to be a two-seamer, but it just kind of hangs out over the plate, and he just hammers it. We talk about exit velocity. Well, this is good, but it almost got him thrown out at second base. Good play out there in left center field, but Aaron Judge pushed the issue. Overthrown. The Yankees in business here in the first inning.
Just drilled. Just absolutely drilled that. Over 113 miles an hour. And the high throw kind of helps him out a bit. But a good aggressive base running.
Bellinger takes a strike. Red Sox play the infield back. They'll give up a run on a ground ball. Bellinger had 3 ribbies in yesterday's 4-0 Yankee win. Big 2-run home run. Lined and caught by Story for out number 1.
Bad break for Bellinger, and he's really been swinging the bat well. Big night last night, and here with runners in scoring position, hit it hard somewhere. Well, he did. He just found Trevor Story at the middle. Good job by Aaron Judge too. Sometimes you get leaning, taking off, and you get caught on the wrong foot. You can easily be doubled up here.
30 years ago, that's a knock at 2 RBIs, no doubt about it.
Goldschmidt takes outside.
Tony, I'll tell you what, if I was up right then and hit that ball right there, that'd be the last time my helmet was used. I'll tell you that right now. Even with Robbie getting a new one, that just frustrates you to no end.
You didn't want me to say, nice swing. You didn't want to hear that, did you?
It didn't change things. You'll get him next time.
Yeah, that a boy, way to swing it. I got your swing.
Grisham at third, Judge at second. Bottom of the first inning. Yankees and the Red Sox. Chisholm on deck. 1-2. Game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. 79 degrees. And we should be safe when it comes to rain. Start of the game delayed by about a half hour. Goldschmidt in his first slump. He's 1 for his last 16. Hitting .323. Strike 3, and he is down looking.
That's just a good pitch, Coney. I mean, as a pitcher, you throw it out there, hope you get the call. Is it on the corner or just off? You can't really tell, but he got the call.
Notice where the catcher's setting up. Where the middle of his chest is on the outside corner, and that allows him to frame that pitch and present it better.
Chisholm with a big cut. 0-1.
Say that, Coney, because yesterday Naylor from Cleveland was actually way off the plate, and then they were running it back. And as a pitcher, are you looking at the plate, or are you just looking at the target the whole time?
A lot of times you pick it up late. Having a full body out there helps a pitcher, I think, because you're just trying to split the seam. Maybe aim for something on his chest protector. You're starting to see that more with sinkers and sweepers coming back into play. More east to west style of pitching. It's kind of coming back a bit.
Driven into center field and deep. Rafaela back, still back on the track, and it's off the top of the wall for a home run. Bounces into Monument Park, a 3-run shot.
Well, we welcomed Jazz back a few days ago, and he's come back hot. A few home runs, a couple big hits. And this was you were almost saying, you know what, great job getting out of this jam. And Chisholm has a ton of power for his stature. All of a sudden, 3-0. That's a big difference there, Coach.
He's wiry.
Yeah, that's dead center field. That wasn't a fly ball.
No, that's big league. Big knuckle curve spinning in there. He goes down and digs it out of there. Barrels it up.
0-2 on Dominguez.
Well, every once in a while, you can pull a ball off the end of the bat. Dead center field. You see where that hit on the barrel? Just perfectly on the sweet spot. And that's why you get the carry. Rafaela, unbelievable center field. So you think he's going to run it down off the top of the wall. That was a well-struck ball.
Chisholm now 6 for 12 since coming off the IL.
2-out, 3-run bomb, a backbreaker for Buehler on the mound in the Red Sox. And what a lift for Chisholm and the Yankees.
Two and two. Line to right field. It's a base hit in front of Abreu. Dominguez with a 2-out single.
Abreu, a good outfielder, actually won the Gold Glove as a rookie last year. A breaking ball, and then you go to a spot and I can't get to it. There's no reason to let that ball get to the wall. Give Dominguez a double here. Another spinner, Coney.
Yeah, this Yankee lineup against right-handed pitching that's not swing and miss style of pitching is a tough matchup for Walker Buehler.
Here's Anthony Volpe. 1-0. Volpe was 2 for 10 against the Guardians. 2-0 against Buehler. And Narvaez wants to talk. Well, the conference breaks up on the mound. Three runs in on the Jazz. Chisholm home run. Two and one. Given into right field. Abreu back, still back, turning, looking, see ya! A 2-run home run for Volpe. And the Yankees have struck early, a 5 spot on the board.
Buehler's got to be a little shell-shocked here. I mean, he was one pitcher getting out of this inning with nothing. All of a sudden, 5 runs on the board. Volpe is 8th of the year. But he's starting to go the other way a lot recently, and pays off right there.
Wells takes a strike.
Yeah, right off the barrel of the bat, the ball came in, got deep in the where you're as a hitter going to take it the other way, and it's a great approach off of a guy who's going to throw a lot of moving and breaking pitches, especially for a right-hander, to drive that ball away.
Yankees now have 21st inning home runs. Broken bat, right field, and it's in front of Abreu. A single for Wells.
Look at Anthony Volpe. He always uses his hips very well. You know, he gets the ball inside easily, but boy, when he lets it travel and actually looks the other way, as he looks like he was right there. I mean, he has the power here, especially in Yankee Stadium, to reach the seats.
Yeah, the ball's carrying tonight after the rain came through. Breeze is definitely out.
LeMahieu, the Yankees' 9th batter to come to the plate.
Cody, I'm getting in your head right here, and you're out there on the mound, and you've just given up a 5 spot and another hit. I mean, you're just looking. It's going to be one of these nights.
Yes, you're almost out of it too. 5 runs with 2 outs in the first. And the last time you were on that mound,
yeah,
we're celebrating.
Yeah.
I guess you'd call this the big payback for the Yankee side.
One and two.
My favorite James Brown songs. The big payback.
Yeah. Some things still sound good, doesn't matter how old they are. You know that?
Buehler grabs it, flips to first. The inning finally over. But the Yankees with 2 home runs now have 100 on the season. This was number 99. Into Monument Park, a 3-run shot. Then Volpe says, I'll take that. A 2-run shot. Just like that, it's 5-0 Yanks. Paul Goldschmidt going to get 2 or more hits. Austin Wells, how about a ribby? Will Warren, will he get 6 or more strikeouts? He has 2 already.
Well, we're getting our money's worth out of the drone tonight, right?
Absolutely.
We'd probably jump on that thing and get home tonight, right?
Be quicker.
Oh.
Here is Carlos Narvaez against Will Warren. Yankees traded him to the Red Sox in December. And a strike. 26 years old, and he has taken the starting catching position away from Connor Wong.
And the Yankees always liked him defensively, but all of a sudden now this year, he's starting to swing the bat, coming into tonight's game at 288. Spent 8 seasons in the minor leagues for the Yankees.
He's just grabbed a hold of the starting job for the Red Sox. No looking back.
One and two. Cooking up something special with Hexclad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. So all the numbers are top 3 amongst American League catchers this season. Toro is on deck. High fly ball right center. And Grisham made that call from about 30 feet away.
Yeah, I think Grisham used his hand, and Aaron Judge was watching the ball as well. So sometimes, you got to make sure that, you use your voice too, especially if you're going to be running into Aaron Judge. You see as he's going, all right, I'm going to use my hand. I got it. Well, if Aaron Judge isn't looking at you, well, he was not. You don't know it. Yeah, you see, he's not calling that ball. So there was no, at the end, you know what? You better scream. That'd be the wrong guy to tango in a collision, huh, Cody?
Last time I saw a finger like that, Joan Cohn was giving me something. Was doing something wrong.
Giving you the business?
Give me that finger. Joan Cohn. First sabermetrician I ever met.
She went to a lot of your games, though, didn't she, Cody?
That was her name, my mom, Joan Cohn. Yes. She kept score. She knew about due. You're due.
Ground ball and through for a base hit. First base runner for the Red Sox. 1 on, 1 out.
Again, as a pitcher, you do things to get contact, to get ground balls. And every once in a while, they just find a hole. This ball on the right side, just split the middle, ends up a base hit.
Well, we've heard a lot about this player. 8th prospect in all of baseball. 8th best prospect. Marcelo Meyer. 22 years old. Major league debut on May 24th. He started off slowly, hitting 188 first 9 games.
He was playing other positions, and with Bregman going down with the quad injury, now he's kind of moved into third base.
Chisholm. 2 outs. Well, the Red Sox have some prospects. Christian Campbell got off great. He's really slumping lately in 47 games, hitting 192. They just called up Meyer. And Roman Anthony is next in AAA, hitting 291 with 9 home runs. But they might have to trade an outfielder to make room for him.
That's all the baseball prospects. And some publications have Roman Anthony #1 in all of baseball. And that one there was #2. So that's not Red Sox prospects. That's all over.
The problem with that prospect list, Coney, is you can become a suspect very quick.
True.
You can go off that list very quick with one bad year.
A lot of scouts feel like the gap between AAA and the big leagues has never been bigger either. It's hard to trust a AAA number sometimes, depending on the league, where you are out west.
Don't you think that players are getting to the major leagues much quicker, though?
Starting to see that trend, yes.
Swing and a miss. Story down on strikes. 3rd strikeout for Warren. No runs a hit. 1 man left. We're at the bottom of the 2nd. 5-0 Yankees. Brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Now tonight's picture is of Leo and his grandson Cole, who are both rooting for the Yankees as this rivalry weekend against the Red Sox kicks off at the stadium. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride. Mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. All Yankees early. 2 home runs for the Yankees. 3-run shot, 2-run shot against Buehler in the 1st. And back to the top of the order. Yankees sent 9 to the plate in the 1st inning. And it started with a walk to Grisham. Now Buehler wore number 21 with the Dodgers. And it is not retired by the Red Sox. But it's kind of like what happened with the 21 here in New York. It's kind of unofficially retired for Roger Clemens, so they don't want to give it out, and Buehler took 0. One and 2.
Full gamut now, and it's not going to be long before you see a number 100 out there. You know, we've got 0 and there's 99, so we got everything else covered.
Can we get that drone to go to Uber Eats?
That's right.
Drop us off a little
Shake
package over
Shack
here?
or something. Oh, we're in the Bronx. We get some pizza, cheese, everything.
1-2. 2-2. Speaking of pizza, Papa John's key ingredients. Bueller struggles on the road. 7.77 ERA, 3.16 at home. Popped up. Story. 1 out.
That's an interesting stat too, Cohen. I mean, you obviously pitched in Fenway a lot. That's a tough ballpark to shut people down, huh?
It can be. It can get in your head. The thing you have to understand about pitching both in Fenway and here at Yankee Stadium is that the other guy's got to pitch here too. It's the same rules for both sides. So if you give up a cheapie one way or the other, you know your team's going to get one too potentially. If you're on the mound, you just think, I got to give up less than the other guy.
Yeah.
We're all playing with the same baseball. We're all playing in the same ballpark.
One and two. Judge doubled the left center in the first inning. 2-2.
It's just a remarkable patience that this man has in the batter's box that gets better and better every year. And Bellinger watching intently.
You know, that's the biggest change you see from Aaron Judge from when he stepped on foot. I mean, you're just not given that ability. I mean, he has worked and worked at staying away, especially from that breaking ball down and away off the plate. Even with 2 strikes, I mean, he doesn't go after it.
His routine and demeanor is impeccable in the batter's box. The way he calls timeout, grabs a rock and throws it, it's just the same thing every time, and he never panics, no matter what the count is.
Line drive, another base hit for Aaron Judge. Picks himself up a single. 48th game where he has reached base at least twice.
Well, Bueller is throwing all the righties away. And so Aaron Judge goes out there and starts covering. Now, that ball's probably off the plate away, but he's still able to get to it and get around it, kind of hook it because it was an off-speed pitch. Now, whether we want to throw strikes or not inside, at least you've got to show the hitter inside.
Cody Bellinger fouled away, lined out to Story with runners on second and third and nobody out in the first. '28 multi-hit games. Yesterday he reached base 4 times, and that's the 9th game this year where he reached 4 or more times.
It's the first time I've seen all year, Coney. I don't know if you were watching when they intentionally walked Judge with a man on first base yesterday, and then Cody Bellinger added another run with a good at bat off a lefty.
You know, a lot of times when you're out there and you're pitching and you're facing somebody like an Aaron Judge, even though there's nobody quite like him, but to your point last night, this is Bellinger coming through in a big way. And boy, has he been hot lately. But when you're facing somebody and you fall behind 2-0, you almost don't have the energy to fight back. It's like, go ahead, take your base.
Runner goes, swing and a miss, no throw, so Judge with a stolen base. Bellinger strikes out.
Yeah, we got an off-speed pitch, and Bellinger really tries 2 strikes just to kind of no stride and just swipe at it, and just off-speed got him there. And Aaron Judge with a great jump cruises into second base.
So here's Goldschmidt, struck out looking in the first, grounds that one to third, backhanded nicely by Meyer. The long throw, but not coming up with the scoop is Toro as Judge stops at third. We told you about their bad defense.
Yeah, let's make it 56, Michael. I mean, they lead the major leagues with 55, and it's going to be another error to the. You know, the tough part of the play is right there, the backhand stab, and then to come up, you've got plenty of time. Just bounced it.
How many times have we seen Goldschmidt make this play at first base? So having a real first baseman matters. Case in point, right there.
Josh Chisholm takes a strike. 3-run home run off the top of the center field wall into Monument Park. That was scored in E5, so 56 errors for the Red Sox. One and one. One, two.
You know what Jazz is asking right there? He's saying, I was told you were a hitter's umpire.
Yeah, what happened? Huh? Blacked out there?
Line drive, it's a base hit over the leaping try of Toro and into right field. Judge scores. Goldschmidt will go to third. It's another hit for Jazz Chisholm, another ribby, and the Yankees lead 6-0.
Yeah, Chisholm has no problem getting to that inside pitch. This ball was right at his hands, and that's a pitch that's almost impossible to keep fair. He went deep first time up. Look, this ball's right on his hands, and he stays back and just rips it over the head. And that's what errors do. You give you extra outs, next thing you know, another run crosses the plate.
That was impressive. That just shows you how quick his hands are, what kind of skill set he has. Walker Buehler's shaking his head up there. Yeah, that's a cutter that's not even a strike, and on his fist. An RBI knock.
7 for 13 since coming off the IL. Jazz is friends with everybody.
See that? When you got the umpires laughing, you're in a good mood.
You always had them laughing.
Oh, yeah, they were usually laughing at what I was saying. It wasn't always a positive thing, no.
First and third, 2 outs. Here's Jason Dominguez. Chisholm goes. No throw, a stolen base for Chisholm.
You know, Jazz has shown so much since he's just come back in these last 4 games. I mean, stealing bases, hitting home runs, defensively filling the the hole at third base. Well, they really missed him.
Well, he's fun to watch run.
Squid foul the other way outside of third.
That's the one as a pitcher. If it goes over third base and they just score a couple, you just throw your glove down, just wall. That's it. I've had enough.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Dominguez singled to right in the first, came around to score on Volpe's home run. Yankees have 7 hits against Buehler.
Buehler right now is throwing his 58th pitch here in the bottom of the second.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 6-0 Yankees.
So it's just a lot of hard contact too, right? I mean, he's not missing a whole lot of bats. But the Yankees' expected batting average off of Buehler so far tonight, 496, based on the quality of the contact.
And a walk to Dominguez to load the bases. Check out the Audi electric moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
Well, you go back, Anthony Volpe again, taking the ball the other way into the right field bleachers. Nice night to hit. Ball's carrying. Anthony Volpe was 8th home run.
Swings through a high slider. 0-1.
Well, you're down 6-0 right here. Nobody up in the bullpen, Coney. You got to be peeking over your shoulder thinking, hey, I got to get out of this thing somehow.
1-1 on the Yankee shortstop. Two-one on Volpe.
You see this a lot with young pitchers when you're having a tough night. It seems like everything's going so quick. And if you look at Mueller, it really doesn't look like there's any thought behind anything. It's just in a rush. Give me a sign here. Let's get this over with.
Well, that's a strike.
You're in complete search mode out there. Nothing's going your way. Trying to find a way to get a pitch somewhere.
Tapped. Right side foul.
To your point earlier, Paul, it's always for pitchers when you're getting hit around and you're throwing a lot of breaking stuff away. Not one pitch in.
Right.
You've got to be able not only to pitch in, but throw strikes on the inside corner to keep hitters honest. At least prove you can do that.
And that hits Volpe. That's going to force in a run. Crowd doesn't like it. I'm sure Volpe doesn't either. It's 7-0 Yanks.
Well, bases loaded. We're talking about pitching in. He tried to run a two-seamer up in there, and you know what? That's the danger of the two-seamer. Once you kind of lose it early, it's going up and in. Nowhere to go as a hitter.
Get a look at where Volpe got it. Always scary for hitters in the hand area.
Actually, the elbow. Sometimes you get hit right there on that elbow, and you kind of lose feeling in your whole forearm and hand. But a better place to get hit than the hand.
Yeah, you definitely.
Well, finally, the Red Sox get somebody up in the bullpen. Zach Kelly.
We've got a right-hander behind us. Maybe he can go out and throw something right here.
That's right.
That right-hander's Jackson Dart.
How are you, man?
We'll talk to Jackson.
You got sinker, slider? What do you feature? Gas?
We're taking a long look at Volpe. Aaron Boone satisfied. Tim Lenkett's still not quite sure. He's still out there with Volpe.
I miss the old cold spray. Remember Gino and Steve? They'd pull out their back pocket, the silver thing, and just start freezing your arm. Like, Gino, this isn't helping. It's just making it cold.
I'm a big fan of Tim Limkin. He's a good trainer right there.
You really saw his true colors the night that Cabrera got him.
Yes, that was just heartwarming. Heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time.
Broken bat off the bat of Wells, and Story makes the play. Quite a play by Trevor Story on the broken bat. Little pop-up on the backhand to the ground, but the Yankees lead 7-0. Jackson Dart at Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium, the one across the street. Now in 2025, he's sitting in the booth with us. The Giants' first-round draft pick, the quarterback that they're expecting such great things from. Jackson, welcome to the booth. How you doing?
That picture's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be here. Appreciate you guys for having me.
Now, born in Utah, you went to Ole Miss, but I'm told that you're a big Yankee fan.
Yeah.
Your dog's name is Bronx. How did that happen?
Yeah, so my dad used to do some business out here, and when he would come out, he loved to take me. He was kind of the OG Yankee fan in our family, so kind of followed his way with that, and then ever since then I've fallen in love with the team, with the organization, and how to name my dog Bronx. So
now David was joking with you about, could you play baseball? Were you a baseball player?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes, sir.
Could you have played in the big leagues if you pursued that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
I was confident. I felt like I was a good player. I played on a really good travel ball team and had a lot of guys that are still playing to this day. So I love the game.
Now in Ole Miss you were number 2. Was that a Derek Jeter related thing?
There's some ties to that. There are some ties to that. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, that was my my favorite athlete growing up.
Hamilton swings and misses 1 and 2. 25th overall selection by the Giants. He led the SEC in passing last year. 10,617 passing yards at Ole Miss, which is school record. And a 2-time Utah All-State third baseman in high school. You know, Jackson, you get hit a lot less in baseball.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. God, just out here makes me miss the game so much.
You know, there's a guy, Eli Manning. I don't know if you've heard of it, but I think he broke a lot of his records. But he did pretty good here in New York, too. So, I mean, do you know him at all? Have you had conversations?
Yeah, so Eli's been great. The whole Manning family's been great for me. You know, obviously their ties to Ole Miss and him coming back, and me and him have also done a few events together. So it's been a unique and kind of surreal experience to be able to, you know, follow his path a little bit and come to New York. And he lives right down the road, so he's always been a huge asset to me and somebody that I can, you know, always lean on if I have questions.
You know, Jackson, they take you with the pick late in the first round, and they made that trade to get up. They didn't want anybody to get you. What did that mean to you? Did you think the Giants were going to take you?
Geez, I was hoping. I was hoping they would. No, but how it all played out, you know, this was the place that I really wanted to be. I felt like through my 30 visits, through the whole draft process, the relationship that I developed with the coaching staff and the whole organization was just, you know, kind of special. And I felt like, so being here and being able to play for these coaches and this organization in this city is truly a blessing.
This city scares some people. Does it scare you at all?
Absolutely not. No? Absolutely not.
They're still cheering, you know. They cheer you. It's great.
It's crazy, just like, you know, being across, you know, the Hudson, looking and seeing all the big buildings. I think that gives you a little extra motivation every single day.
So when's camp? When do you guys start?
So we've started OTAs.
We are?
Yes, sir. Rookie mini camp and then OTAs.
Well, all I know is, you know, coming from high school into the minor leagues and then to the major leagues, and Coney will know this, just how quick the game happens. Every level, quicker and quicker and quicker. Have you noticed that at all?
Yeah, I had my first, you know, I don't think I've had like my full experience of kind of seeing that, but I've had a little experience with Brian Burns chasing me. And, you know, he had a read option play, and just, you know, his ability to come back and chase me down was kind of crazy.
1-on-1 count on Jarren Duran. We're talking with Jackson Dart of the New York Giants. Now, you're a very competitive guy, and it seems like it's lined up that Wilson will start. But you know, everything I've heard about you, you're not just going to accept that. I mean, you're going to try to win the job, right?
Yeah, I think that when you come into a situation like this, first of all, I'm in a super special position to be able to learn from guys like Russ, Jameis, and Tommy, guys who have competed at the highest level. Russ winning a Super Bowl, and, you know, to kind of pick their brains each and every day has been awesome for me, especially for how young I am. But I think that, you know, my focus right now is to try to develop each and every day and do whatever I can to make the team better, and I just want to win. So I can't stand losing, and I'm going to do whatever it takes, and I'll let that happen. So whatever my role is, I'm going to play it the best way that I can.
With Giant fans like to hear that. There's been a little too much losing lately. So they're ready to turn it around.
No doubt. No doubt.
That'll do it for Duran. They go down in order. Jackson, we wish you the best of luck. All of New York rooting for you. Well, Giant fans. I don't know about Jet fans.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
That's Jackson Dart. That's Will Warren pitching great. We go to the bottom of the third. Live or on demand, plus stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Beautiful shot of Yankee Stadium, almost filled to the brim. And so far, Yankee fans are happy. They are up 7-0 as they have really handled Walker Buehler.
Oh, we said Jackson Dart in the booth. 7-0. We already scored a touchdown.
Tell you what, he's an impressive dude, huh?
Yeah, pretty cool.
I got another Ole Miss quarterback story for you.
You held this one in your holster?
Well, I was going to get it, but, you know, you guys wouldn't let me get it a word in edgewise.
Zach Kelly takes over, so Buehler has the rest of the night off.
My former catcher with the Mets, Barry Lyons, had a brother who was a quarterback at Ole Miss. Kenny Lyons back in the 70s. The starting QB at Ole Miss.
I think he would have liked to have heard that.
Yeah, I was trying to get it in. The inning didn't cooperate.
It just didn't quite happen for you. A lot of times you get guest up here, Michael. We get them for a half an inning, right?
Right.
And you get a 1, 2, 3 inning, and you don't get enough questions in, you know?
And then the ones we really don't want up here,
Yeah.
it's a 7-run inning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Throw a touchdown up, they're fouling pitches off.
No, we want all of our guests. We love them all. 1-1 on LeMahieu. 1-2. So this was not Alex Cora's idea of a perfect night to go to his bullpen in the 3rd inning.
Talking going back to the scouting report, obviously this is a much more important series for Boston than it is the Yankees, to the point of trying to 9.5 games back in the East. This isn't the way you want to start the series.
Swing and a miss. LeMahieu down on strikes. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. That drone keeps climbing.
That drone's got some good highlights tonight. Those are good pictures.
Here's Trent Grisham. Walked and popped a short.
I don't think you realize how big those letters are. The Delta letters and the Yankee Stadium letters up top, how huge those are. Reggie Jackson told me a story that he bought the Yankee Stadium letters from the old stadium.
I thought he bought the bat too. Do you remember the big bat we had in the parking lot?
That's still there.
Oh, it still is?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He did buy the letters, Yankee Stadium. Yeah, the blue letters.
They're enormous.
Things, huh?
Yes. It's not like you can put them up in your backyard. Right?
No.
Grounded to first. Toro, 2 down. So here's Judge. It's hard to believe. It's June 6th. He's hitting 397. He dipped under 390 the other day. You figure, well, I guess it's going to be a market correction, but right back up, flirting with 400 again.
If you want to hit 400, you got to have multiple knocks every night almost.
Every single day.
2 for 3, 3 for 4.
0 for 5. The year's over, right?
On this date, you were still over 400 in 1994.
Yeah, Aaron Judge said something to me the other day. He said, "Did I see that you were hitting like 417?" I looked back. I said, "Yeah, you better get going." I didn't have a lot of home runs and stuff like you.
Well, that's the year I got you off 4 for 4 on opening day, wasn't it? I got you off on the right foot.
Setting me up.
I was talking to Carlos Rodon today. He said, I sit in the dugout and I watch this guy play. He said, my mouth is open. He said, you just can't believe what he's doing. He said, but I will tell you one thing. He was born to be the Yankee captain. Now, if he does get a hit right here, he is at 400 again. Now, when he said, I heard, were you hitting over 400? Were you cocky about it? That's right.
I was joking with him because, believe me, when I say anything to Aaron Judge, I'm in awe, just like some of the players are, at what he does on the field. It's just, I've never seen anything like it in person.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Judge down on strikes. So Zach Kelly retires the Yankees in order. 1-2-3. We'll go to the 4th. Yanks up by 7. Presented by Sage. Nice bounce back after his previous start in Dodger Stadium.
Very nice. And his fastball leads the way. And that's really the remarkable thing. That's why his fastball plays up 96 miles an hour. But you see the opponent's batting average this season on that 4-seamer. And, there's more than meets the eye. It's got life on it.
Pitch to Devers is outside as we start the 4th. Volpe is out of the game after getting hit on the elbow. Peraza playing shortstop. As soon as we get any further information, we will get it to you. Fouled away.
Kind of take Volpe for granted because he's so durable. Just pencil him in at shortstop almost every day, and now all of a sudden you're holding your breath waiting for an x-ray.
Yeah, you can see he was clearly in pain, and he doesn't really show that. Ground ball to second, down to one knee, LeMahieu. One down. This is when Volpe got hit in the second.
That had a bad sound to it. I mean, that wasn't a glancing blow right there. That just hammered him right in the elbow.
You just wish it got up a little higher to the muscle area, tricep area.
One of the few guys not wearing that big padding on the elbow. Right in on the hands, and it's popped up by Abreu. Goldschmidt puts it away, 2 down.
Another example of that life on that Warren, kind of almost cutter-like action on that four-seamer in there, just eats him up.
Now Meredith Narvaez coming up, and he knows Warren pretty well, right?
Well, Michael, he has spent 9 years in the Yankees organization prior to getting traded this offseason. Something that he said caught him by surprise. It took him a while to process. He was in Venezuela playing at the time, and he admitted Boston's home now, but it was weird. It was emotional coming here today, but he told me in the clubhouse today that he knows Will Warren as well as anyone. He's watched his success this season, and he is happy for him. At the same time, I asked him, who has the advantage here? You've caught him so many times. And he said, I don't know. This could be good. It could be bad. We're just going to have to wait and see. He knows what I like to do. I know what he likes to do. I know he's going to try to play to his strengths.
And Narvaez yesterday actually spent 4 hours at the home of Oswaldo Cabrera. They were very close in Venezuela. They went to the same baseball academy. And, obviously Cabrera is nursing that injury. And his buddy wanted to go see him. And when Narvaez was finally called up to the big leagues, last year he played a little with the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera was crying from happiness. (3-0) on Narvaez. And a strike.
There really is such distinct differences culturally, whether you're from Venezuela or Dominican Republic or anywhere in Latin America. And certainly there's a bond there that is like blood brothers.
3-2.
And you remember when we played in Puerto Rico, and that was the same thing. I mean, those guys play winter ball together. They probably grew up playing together. It's just, always keep an eye on the guys that you played with in the past.
And that pitch is high, so Narvaez works a walk. Take a look at Narvaez's first career hit. This was against the Rays. And there you go. Now you could be saying, well, why'd the Yankees trade him? He's obviously good. The Yankees have so many catchers, and you can only protect so many men on the 40-man roster. So you make that move before you have to protect them or not protect them, and then somebody can get it just by putting a claim in.
Yeah, there's ex-Yankee catchers everywhere in the big leagues right now. Look around.
Popped up, shallow center, backing up Peraza, coming in Grisham, and Grisham makes the catch, and that'll do it in the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. And by authority of the New York Yankees, it may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Cadillac scoreboard, Yankees lead 7-0 the first game of this 3-game set against the Red Sox. Cody Bellinger leads off. He's lined out to short and struck out. Zach Kelly in his second inning of work, taking over for Walker Buehler. Fouled away.
Courtney, you have an outing like Warren had last time, like Buehler had tonight, you just go in to just close the book on it, or do you just sit and think, what did I do wrong? How do I change this?
All of the above, yes. And this is one of the lessons that you can only learn for yourself. Everything that went wrong in LA is going right tonight, and that's just 5 days apart or less than a week apart. That's the lesson. They don't always hit your mistakes over the wall. Sometimes they foul them back. You know, you don't have to be perfect with every pitch. You have to be aggressive in an attack mode. That's sort of the light bulb effect that young pitchers get from start to start. This is a huge example for young Will Warren to learn from the last start to this start.
Line, and that is a base hit. It'll go to the wall. Bellinger hustling will go to second. Misplay by Abreu, so he's in there easily with a leadoff double here in the fourth.
Yeah, again, Cody Bellinger day after day is just getting better and better, and it's all about just staying back. A little spinning breaking ball, but really not that bad of a pitch. Kind of moved in on him, but he's just so much more mechanically sound than he was earlier in the year, that he's hitting the ball a lot harder.
He is such a perfect fit for this Yankee roster. His athleticism, his ability to bat, also behind Judge in the middle of the order, but also to play all over the field and play defense very well.
Goldschmidt takes inside. One and one on Goldschmidt. Now 1-2. Goldschmidt's 0 for 2 tonight. Reached on an E5 in the second and came around to score. He actually scored when Anthony Volpe was hit by a pitch because the bases were loaded. Chopped and grabbed there by Kelly. One away as Bellinger moves to third. Let's check out the optimum don't take slow for an answer replay.
You know, this one got me to him, Coney. This ball, where it was hit, I didn't think it had a chance to get out of the ballpark. This ball just kept carrying. Boy, this was a backbreaker with 2 outs in the first inning. It ended up being a 3-run homer.
417 feet when it landed. It's where the big boys go out in Monument Park out there.
Yeah.
One and 0.
Every time I look at Monument Park, then I see the batter's eye, and then I see that little ledge above it, and that's our little perch during the playoffs. You know, we always do the pregame from way out there.
Infield in for the Red Sox. Leaders brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. One of 3 players in the American League with 20 or more home runs and 25 or more stolen bases since July 28th of 2024. The other ones, 2 pretty good players. We just saw Jose Ramirez and Bobby Witt Jr. And that stat goes back to Jazz's debut when he started with the Yankees last year. Not quite sure what's going on here. Chisholm 2 for 2, 4 ribbies. He has pushed his average up to 220 with his 7 hits and 13 at bats since coming off the IL. Zach Kelly called up Tuesday for the 3rd time this season, as Boston has been churning through the bullpen. Still 1-2. Just foul.
Fighting off some tough pitches right there. Really good changeup down and away there. Staying alive, knowing how important contact is in this spot. With the man on third and 1 out.
Left side of the infield totally open. Story in, but over towards second base. Inside out a ball.
Jazz looks like a guy that really missed the game for the month he was out. He came back ready to go.
Swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So 2 away. That brings up Dominguez.
It was always I don't even know how to explain it, but when you came back, you were always excited to get back in the lineup. But you even doubted yourself. Am I ready? You know, it's been a while. I mean, it wasn't a week or so. Jazz was out 20-some games. So, you know, knowing his personality, he thought he was ready to go, you know, day 2. But you never really know until you get back out there how you're going to feel in a game situation.
0-1. One. Two and one.
Such a difference in games like this, Coney, from the old days where the umpires weren't graded. You know, the umpires would call balls and strikes depending on the score at times. You know, you got a 7-0 leg. Close pitches all went to the pitcher.
Umpire's discretion. But it is true. I mean, there's still the human element is involved. And study after study has shown that a lot of things impact the strike zone. The count, the home crowd. That's really officiating in any sport.
3-2.
I always think time in the game had to do with it too. I mean, you have to know that, you know, when your rookie year and when you retire, you had a bigger plate as you became a better pitcher.
And certainly status matters too.
Right.
The old call the game, not the name.
Swing and a miss. Dominguez down on strikes. No runs to hit. 1 man left. We go to the 5th. Report brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Big loss for the Red Sox. Alex Bregman was playing so well. First year with the Red Sox, signing as a free agent. He began a running progression yesterday. He's on the 10-day IL with a right quad strain. And that was suffered on May 23rd. Now, I had a similar injury when I was with the Astros. It really was out for a long time. And quads take forever to get better, and the Red Sox certainly need him back. Had a .938 OPS in 51 games for them. Meyer works the count to 1-1. A pop to Chisholm at third in the second. Brennan Bernardino Warming for the Red Sox. Driven deep to right field. Going back, Judge turning, looking, see ya. First big league home run for Marcelo Meyer. And the Red Sox are on the board. It's 7-1 Yankees.
Well, he's starting to tune it up a little bit. You talk about a prospect, and all of a sudden the prospect starts doing some good things. Boston fans getting a little excited. That's his first career home run, no doubt about it.
Interesting celebration.
Yeah,
I couldn't see you doing that.
I was just thinking the same thing. We're getting beat 7-1, and we're putting helmets on with like costumes.
It's part of the culture nowadays. The celebratory nature. Everybody's got their own thing. That's Wally the Green Monster.
Fly ball. Right center. Judge retires Story. Well, Meyer is from Chula Vista, California. Grew up a Yankees fan. But he's not anymore.
He's a fan of that right there. That fastball right down the middle.
Get those fastballs down the middle. You get the bat head out in front like that.
Oh.
Pull fly balls. Got a chance to get out of here.
Just 22 years old.
That's a good pitch right there. That pitch, as a pitcher, you have to expect to be called.
You notice behind the plate, Austin Wells kind of starts to throw the ball back and stop. That's his protest. That's a little subtle little signal to the home plate umpire. They thought it was a strike. You catch the ball, you thought it was a strike. He's working the umpire right now a little bit. You start to throw the ball back to the pitcher and you stop. There's always a little hesitation in there to send a message of where was that?
Yep.
Two on David Hamilton. Getting the start at second tonight instead of the rookie Christian Campbell, who has really struggled. And he is down on strikes. No urgency by Mark Wegner. 2 away. And that's the 6th Yankee strikeout. It's brought to you by Audi and the 2025 Audi Q6. Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
Do you think he lost track of the number of strikes there were? That's not a punch-out call back there. Broadcasters have signals too. Michael just gave you one, but he wasn't pleased. That wasn't a punch-out. That was like a strike 2 call. I'm wondering if he forgot.
And once in a while, you get the umpire too.
Yeah.
You want a little more celebration when you punch somebody out?
Yeah, usually, that was a strike 2 call.
Fly ball, center field. Grisham puts it away. So Meyer with the home run puts the Red Sox on the board. We're halfway through. Yankees up 7-1. Coverage cam. It's on Mark Wegner, David.
Well, let's take a look here. That's a punch out right there. You see that? That's a chainsaw. Break up the chainsaw. Now this one, that's a strike 2 call. Look at him. Look. Oh, whoa, what? Yeah, that was strike 3.
Audi scoreboard 7-1 Yankees over the Red Sox. You got the Bob the Builder helmet on, which I love. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Brendan Bernardino. Actually pitched well this year. And Peraza will bat for the first time. He took over for Volpe, who had to lead the game at the end of the inning after being hit on the elbow. That was by Walker Buehler.
getting back.
Peraza actually swung the bat well the other day.
Yeah, he did. He had 3 out of 4 at bats. He had 3 great at bats, 3 line drives. So you just hope that he continues. We were talking about that, Michael, hoping that once he gets a string going, that he continues with it. It's just not a night here or a night there, because he could be such an important part of this team if he gets his offense going. I'm just thinking, Coney, a demonstrative strike. A Dutch Renner, probably
Yes.
one of the best, huh?
Yes. Frank Pulley.
Frank Pulley, yeah. Yeah, there were certain Frank Pulley. You didn't want to get to 2 strikes because you didn't want to get punched out by him.
Yeah, that was a literal punch out. He'd like punch the air with his fist. Dutch Renner had a little dance.
Yeah, he did.
Was it better than Leslie Nielsen and Naked Gun?
No, he didn't have the moonwalk down.
That was the best of all time.
Broken bat for Peraza.
There's one back from the 70s, which we'll date ourselves, but we're okay. We're old dogs up here. Ron Luciano.
Luciano.
He'd mix it up with the fans. He was a showman.
He was always good in the arguments with the umpires, too. You almost hoped that something happened because he would give it right back to him.
Still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Peraza down on strikes. Well, Yankee fans, fireworks night is back again this season. Come out to the stadium on Friday, June 27th to watch the Yankees take on the Athletics and stay after the game for a post-game fireworks show courtesy of Baby Ruth. Tickets are going fast, so get your tickets today at Yankees.com.
The June 27th?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the last home game before the 4th?
Yeah, 4th of July, the Yankees are at Citi Field.
Yeah,
Play the
we're
Mets. Austin Wells chops it foul.
It's a 3 o'clock game, I think. Look, you're there too, right, Cohen?
I'm not so sure as of yet right now.
Just checking the schedule.
I'm at the mercy of Sunday Night Baseball, where they're going to be.
Coney's cheating off our sheet tonight, Michael. He's got Sunday's game, and where they booted us out of the booth. He's just using this.
We don't know yet. They haven't announced it yet. We don't know. To be determined.
Well, no, this Sunday.
This Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday we're here. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the Mets.
You're just using this tonight.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, he's going to recycle all this stuff.
Absolutely. I got the one sheet already. I'm going to use all the Mets research and the Yankees research.
Ground ball through for base hit for Wells. 2 hits for him on the night.
Yeah, Austin Wells. I mean, you look at his numbers and you look at his swing, and they just don't match to me. I think that he, at times goes through hard luck, but every once in a while you just need a couple base hits just for some confidence. I mean, that's just a good, solid swing. You know down the road with that kind of swing, you're going to get home runs with it. He drives the ball, can pull the ball, can go the other way.
Two 2-0. The 2-0 inside 3-0 to LeMahieu. DJ's 0 for 2. Tap back to the mound and struck out. And that one missed. DJ LeMahieu thought it was going to be strike 1. He waited. So first and second, 1 man out, back to the top of the order, and Trent Grisham. Strike.
Coney, I'm looking down at your shoes. You did not lace those shoes. Look at these, Mike. They got a special like lace thing going there. There's no way you did that by yourself.
No, they're slip-ons.
That might
Those are
be
fake.
why.
They're fake laces.
There's things you notice when it's 7-1, Mike, when nothing's being said in the booth, you know?
And the things you buy when you're getting older.
Hey, don't hold it up too high, Coney. You'll get a cramp.
That's true.
Grisham walked, popped to short, and grounded out to first. First and second, one man out. Yankees up 7-1. And there's a punch out. You know, David, you might be right. He might have thought that was strike two.
Yes. No doubt about it. I think that's what he's talking to Will Warren about. But umpires all have a strike three call. And his is a chainsaw. Jeff Nelson style.
Yeah.
That's what Jeff Nelson used to do on the mound when he struck somebody out. He'd break out a chainsaw on him like that.
Here's Aaron Judge, 2 for 3. Wells at second, LeMahieu at first. Yankees have 9 hits, Red Sox 2 against Warren. Grounded through for a base hit. They're waving Wells home. Here's the throw. Here's the play. It hits him, and he is in there. LeMahieu moves to third. Judge goes to second with an RBI, and the Yankees lead 8-1.
Well, Durant has a great arm in left field, but they went ahead, and with a lead, you might as well take an opportunity. This ball probably had him at the plate. It hit him in the back. It slides in good on the first base side of the home plate. Another RBI and another hit for Aaron Judge.
Just taking care of your captain there. Get him another ribby.
That's right.
Single RBI in an E7.
See, the ball had just hit him in the back, so it probably would have beat him, and then it took the speed off. And that happened, and ball's in the air for too long.
Oh, 2. 3-hit game again for Judge, his 9th of the year. Jacob Wilson of the Athletics has 10. High fly ball. See if it's deep enough to score LeMahieu. Looks like it is. Abreu. Oh, it's 2 outs. My bad. That's the 3rd out of the inning. But it would have been deep enough to score LeMahieu. 8-1 Yanks.
Ewan Wegman.
Tell last 8 starts for Tampa Bay. Outstanding. Not outstanding about Corbin Burns, one of the best pitchers in baseball. Tommy John surgery. Line drive. It's a base hit for Duran down the right field line. Played out there by Judge. Duran makes a big turn. He's going for 3. And the relay throw is not in time. Never stopped running and picked up a leadoff triple here in the 6th.
Well, Durant is showing you tonight why they are so high on him. You go back last year. 285, 21 home runs, 34 stolen base, 48 doubles, what led the league, and 14 triples, which led the American League. So, you know what? This is how you get this done. You don't sit and watch. He's off to the races.
When you're down by 7 runs, you better make it. You know, everybody says, well, there's not as many triples as it used to be because people sit and watch the hit. And they, I think they're content stopping at second.
Well, the rules have changed a little bit too. You know, never make the first out, never make the it just, there's so many things that come into play with it. But you're right, Michael, and I had a horrible habit of hitting balls, and you as you're running, you're watching it. You don't realize you're not sprinting, and it it can cost you a base.
Now, Meredith, you have an update on Anthony Volpe.
Michael, I do indeed. He left tonight's game with a left elbow contusion. He's having an X-ray and a CT scan that's being performed right now. As we know, he got hit on that elbow earlier in the game. So we should have more for you on the postgame, Michael.
Thank you, Meredith. David said earlier, he's so durable. He just doesn't miss games. So odd to see him taken out of a game because of an injury. His rookie year, 159 games. Last year, 160 games. And this year, he's played in 61 of 62. He is everyday Eddie.
And when you combine the all-around nature of his game, defense, base running, if he's anywhere around league average offensively, he's such a winning player.
3-2 on Devers.
Looks like he's taken that next step offensively this year up to this point, too.
Well, his first year he had a 3.3 WAR. Last year, 3.4. He's already at 1.8 right now. And Devers works a walk. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Tunnel to Towers. Donate $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers at T2T.org. By Mohegan Sun, something's always happening at Mohegan. And by Hyundai, test drive a new Hyundai today, only at your local Hyundai dealer.
Well, Devers is starting to feel what it's like to be a great hitter. His career high in walks was last year at 67. That was his 51st walk of the year. I mean, he has been hot, and there's this. It's kind of the Aaron Judge thing. If there's an opening, you're going to pitch around him.
Fouled away.
Warren's pitch count in excellent shape here. First and third, and nobody out here in the sixth. 71 pitches, 46 strikes.
One and two. Check out Coors Light beating the pressure on young Will Warren. 75 strikeouts. That leads all major league rookies this season. Shane Smith, one of the bright spots for the White Sox, has 60, and Chad Patrick with the Brewers, 57. Been all Yankees since the first inning. They scored 5 runs against Walker Buehler, then added 2 in the second and 1 in the fifth. They lead 8-1. Red Sox threatening in the sixth. Abreu continues the battle. Fly ball center field. Grisham makes the catch, tagging Durant. He'll score easily. A sac fly for Abreu, and the Yankee lead is 6, 8-2.
From Warren's perspective, you'll take the out right here. You had first and third, nobody out. You got a big lead. Nobody likes to give up earned runs, but in this case, you need outs.
Yeah, you're looking to give up 1 run instead of a big run, a big inning, and getting outs. Even if you do give up a run, gives you an opportunity now to shut them down the rest of the inning.
A little meeting on the mound.
Life moves, and so should your connection. Get fast and reliable speeds on the network that moves with you. Spectrum.
There's some interesting stats about the Red Sox. They're 30-34. The Boston Red Sox have never made the playoffs when they are under 500 through 64 games. Never. Now, when the playoffs went to 12 teams in 2022, only 3 of 36 playoff teams had a record as bad as what the Red Sox have right now. So it's an uphill climb for them. And they're in 4th place in the American League East right now. Blue Jays have played well. Tampa Bay, well, continues to be Tampa Bay. Never count them out.
You look at the Red Sox, and you always think about the American League East, but they missed the playoffs. I mean, not the World Series. They missed the playoffs 5 out of the last 6 years since 2018. So, you know, they've got some room for improvement.
And it's kind of stunning. Not only have they missed the playoffs, but they finished in last place a lot of times. And this is a team that has a very high payroll. They're not bagging any season. They're trying to win every single year, and still they stumble into some last place finishes. They have a top flight manager in Cora as well. They just signed a contract extension. And I was talking to some Red Sox people. I said, could Alex be in trouble? And they just shrugged their shoulders. Nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah. You know, I think the Devers stuff right out of the chute really caused some issues. But, you know, you look at some of the play. I don't know that they've been the same team since Mookie Betts left. I mean, he's one of the premier players in baseball. And then you had Bogarts and Devers. I mean, that was a tough inning to get through.
Well, with that music, that means it's time for Name That Yankee, brought to you by Prevision, made for your brain. So 273 wins, 3.80 ERA. And he hit 36 home runs. So he's at the Red Sox from 24 to 30. Yankees from 30 to 42. Then he was in the Army, back to the Yankees, and the White Sox in 47.
We could take No-Neck out of it. That's not him.
No, everybody loves No-Neck Williams.
That's a long run.
This Yankee is a Hall of Famer. Brent Hendrick is warming up. It's an outlaw, No-Neck Williams.
We just got to show that picture every once in a while.
Every game. No, every game.
Just fantastic.
Big aviator glasses. Got it all going on.
Can almost hear Joe Garagiola describing him right now.
Pitch to Toro is inside. You want to stop it right here. You've got a comfortable lead, but you never really know. The Diamondbacks were down 10-4 in the 9th inning in Atlanta yesterday. Scored 7 runs to win it. And after that, the Braves had to fly to San Francisco, so that was not a fun flight.
I think I saw their winning percentage was, I think it was either right over 1% or right under 1% going into the 9th inning.
100%. Oh, you mean the Diamondback side?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Well, one of the worst things that can happen is you stop throwing strikes. And here we are, first and second, 1 out, and a 2-0 count, and then the Yankees are going double barrel in the bullpen.
3-0, so 1 pitch away from loading the bases.
You see Austin Wells again kind of debating back there. I mean, thinking you're getting a little squeeze right here.
And a strike. 3-1. Line down the right field line, hooks foul.
It's funny if you think about pitching, Coney, especially young guys. Your whole object is not to get hit hard, but there are times where you need to throw strikes. You got to be expecting that people are going to hit. You just hope they hit it at somebody.
Full count on Toro, first and second, 1 out. And he walked him. And the bases are loaded. Will Boone make the move? 3 walks by Warren. And that'll do it. No lead is ever really safe. And we told you the Red Sox have struggled, but not because of their offense. So he's going to take the ball from Warren. And he's going to the bullpen. And Hedrick will come on. Really outstanding through 5. And then he lost the plate here in the 6th. He gets a nice hand at the stadium. Hedrick coming in. Citizens, make sense of your money with Citizens. Last night, Loizaga threw 11 pitches, Leiter 11, and Tim Hill 5 big outs, and he threw 18 pitches. But bullpen's in pretty good shape. And first out of the pen is Hedrick. And there's a pinch hitter coming up for the Red Sox. They pinch it for Meyer, and they go to Romy Gonzalez. Fouled away. So the guy hits his first big league home run in the 5th, and in the 6th he gets pinch hit for. That's the line on Warren, but it's not complete. The 3 runners on base, his responsibility.
You see school starting to be in session over there. Garrett Cole kind of sneaking in there. Have a little talk about probably what, how did you finish? How did you want to do what you do? I don't remember you like tutoring guys that much. Was that not your natural thing or what?
That's a base hit off the bat of the pinch hitter Gonzalez. That's going to score 2 easily. Toro going to 3rd, not in time, and with the throw to 3rd, that allows Gonzalez to go to 2nd, and now it's 8-4 Yankees.
Yeah, all of a sudden, you talked about it, Michael. The Red Sox can score runs, and they know they can score runs. A little off-speed pitch. He just gets out and hooks it to left field. Again, they're climbing back into the game at 8-4.
Yeah, Bellinger's got the play right in front of him. Boy, close play at 3rd. That's a split-second decision, right? When you're an outfielder, do you take the shot at 3rd, or do you cut down the,
yeah,
runner at 2nd?
There's a timing thing, and it's got to be hard for Bellinger because he plays so many different positions.
That one's down the line, and Judge can't get there. Story is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly ball to right.
Paulie, I used to like to wait till the day after to talk to guys, maybe in the outfield BP.
When you think about it, though, the staffs that were here, they were veteran pitchers. I'm sure you would talk about things, but it's not like you had a young guy and an older guy. So you probably were tutored more in your Kansas City days than anywhere else, huh?
Yeah, a little more with younger pitchers, obviously. Depends on the matchup. Garrett Cole is great down there because he understands all the new technology, how to explain it, interpret it.
Still 0-2. Yankees played the infield back with 2nd and 3rd and 1 out, so the ground ball would get another run in. So they were up 7-0, and then 8-1, and now it's 8-4. 2nd and 3rd, 1 man out. 1-2.
They're kind of scratching their head at Trevor Stories. He has 7 home runs on the year, but only 216. He has had a lot of injuries over the years, but pretty healthy this year. But offensively, just not having the year that you're accustomed to seeing.
That's a big strikeout. That's Story tips it into the glove of Wells for out number 2.
Right to your point, Paul. 95 miles an hour right down the middle. Swings through it. Maybe a little foul tip into the glove.
You're looking at Story, and when they got him, he was a Silver Slugger Award winner, hit 291, 37 home runs and 108 RBIs with 27 stolen bases. And all of a sudden, those numbers kind of didn't travel with him.
Well, neither did good health. He's been hurt a lot. He missed almost 60% of the games during the contract at this point. Fernando Cruz warming up. Rob Refsnyder is pinch hitting for David Hamilton.
Yeah, tough matchup here. Refsnyder's just really good hitter, professional hitter, especially against left-handed pitching.
Big spot here in the 6th inning, 3 runs in, 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Refsnyder has emerged as one of the spokesmen in that clubhouse. They go to him to evaluate how the team is doing. He's brutally honest. He's a really high IQ baseball player. 1-1. One and two. Swing and a miss, got him. Big strikeout. Hendrick strikes out Story, strikes out Refsnyder. And now the night is over for Warren, but it's just begun for the game. Steve Israel passed away peacefully Tuesday at the age of 86. After retiring from Yes, Steve and his wife Sherry moved to Massachusetts to spend more time with their son, daughter-in-law, and grandchildren. He'll be remembered for his humor and strong support of the Yankees. Our condolences to his family. Well, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and Cooper Criswell next out of the bullpen. And the pitch to Goldschmidt's up and away. So you look at the job that Kelly did and then Bernardino did, and it might seem, well, it's just mop-up duty, but it's really not. High fly ball, right field, Abreu back, still back, at the wall, see ya! Short porch, Paul Goldschmidt, 9-4 Yankees.
I think the way things are going, the Yankees need a little answer, and right there off the swing of the bat, his 7th home run of the year, kind of changes the momentum again back to the Yankees. The Red Sox creeping back into this game. All of a sudden, a home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt.
7th home run, 29th ribby. Pitch to Chisholm is inside. Chisholm with 4 ribbies and a stolen base. He's 2 for 3, and now he's 3 for 4.
Again, Paul Goldschmidt, he's been struggling a little bit, but you know, the way to get out of things like this is stay in there, go the other way, especially in Yankee Stadium. Got just enough of this ball to drive it out. You see him in the cage every single day, putting the work in, trying to get back to where he was a couple weeks ago. He's had a great year for the Yankees.
That's a home run in 2 ballparks.
Can I guess the other one?
Sure.
Steinbrenner Field.
That's it.
One and one. Those are the changes for the Red Sox after the pinch hitting in the top of the inning. Inside to Dominguez. Dominguez 1 for 2 with a walk. Right field. Abreu. Out number 1. Oh, and 1 on Peraza. Runner goes, pitch is high, throw to second. In there with a stolen base is Chisholm, his second of the night.
Jazz off and running again, and you see why you catchers are taught to throw the ball up the line now, so you kind of slide into the tag. That ball right at second base where he have to kind of swipe tag. Give Jazz an opportunity to get that hand in there.
You see he's way out in front of the bag to receive that throw. Watch how far out in front of the bag he is. Way too far. The ball always travels faster than you can catch it and make the tag, even if it bounces.
Yeah, that's not textbook there. There's really no way for him to get back and get a tag.
Good slide from Jazz, though, to the outside. He's peeking at third, too.
Going to third, throw. Stolen base. Jazz putting on a show.
You can tell him eyeballing third right there, and he's gone.
Yeah, he's very good at keeping his feet moving, so he's never just going from a flat standstill. See how close this is. Yeah, he's definitely in there now. Did that foot get back to the bag before the hand went off?
That's what they're going to challenge.
I don't even know, did the tag stay on
Boston
his leg?
is challenging a safe call at third base.
Couldn't tell from that angle. Maybe this one. Clearly safe there, but did he come off right there? And was the glove on?
Yeah, that's a tough one. If the glove stayed on, then obviously he's in there initially.
It's time for the challenge replay, brought to you by Citizens Made Ready. Really hard to tell from that angle if the glove, his sliding glove, is off the bag, and if Toro kept the tag on.
If it happened, it's right there.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, the hand did come off, but you know, at what point? Coney, we were talking last night, and you know what? If you were a minor league instructor, I would force players to slide feet first. You know, there's so many injuries involved, and now you see what happens. You can't stop. You fly head, you know, feet first. Your spikes hit the bag. You pop up. I don't know. Obviously, Pete Rose was the guy everyone wanted to emulate with the head first slide, but I don't know how it helps in any way.
You get some style points, too. You ever see Trey Turner slide in?
Yeah.
Just glide through. You know, Tyler Wade, the former Yankee, was that way, too. Had some great slides, feet first. But right there might be the ticket. That's why Boston challenged, and they may be right. Taking a long look at it.
Friday night in the man cave, huh, Michael?
Pretty sweet. Looks like they have a decision forthcoming.
After review, the call in the field is overturned. The runner came off the bag and was tagged. He is out. Boston will retain their challenge.
Well, I think that last angle showed that you know, his hand was off the base before the leg made contact with third base. But another thing, there's no swipe tag anymore. It's tag and stay with them.
It's tag and stay and give him a little nudge too if you can.
Yeah, exactly. With the replays, I mean, it shows it.
One and 0 on Wells. Wells with 2 hits tonight and 3 at bats. One and 1. Served into left field, but it's going to fall into foul territory untouched. Oh, that's a lot of bouncing. Down the right field line. Abreu is there to make the play, and that'll do it. But the Yankees get a run on 2 hits. The run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. A Yankee Stadium porch job just over the leaping try of Abreu. A home run, and the Yankees lead 9-4. Baseball will be having their 3rd annual cruise on the Celebrity Cruises Silhouette, May 17, 2026, out of Port Liberty, New Jersey, to the beautiful island of Bermuda. The legends will include Doc Gooden, Chuck Knobloch, Mickey Rivers, Jesse Barfield, Brian Doyle, Charlie Hayes, and many more. Staterooms are going fast for this exclusive and all-inclusive cruise. So be sure to visit legendsofbaseballcruise.com to get all the details. Go to the 7th inning at a jam-packed Yankee Stadium. Look with our Yes View. Board scoreboard 9-4. Yankees lead. First game of this 3-game set.
Saw Doc Gooden on the field today before the game.
Told me he was one of your favorite teammates. You really liked him.
I had a blast with Doc. He was funny. I hated facing him. You know? When he was with the Mets, he was a different guy.
Big night for Jazz Chisholm, but got thrown out at 3rd in the bottom of the 6th.
So shouldn't that count as a stolen base and then come off the bag? Because he stole the base.
You said you get a stolen
Not a
base
bad
and
point.
caught stealing on the same play.
2 for 1.
Hedrick got out of the jam in the 6th inning. Now pitching here in the 7th. Some more support America's military and first responder heroes. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at T2T.org.
You see Jazz over there, you know, kind of questioning, and our players allow I saw him push off, you know, intentionally to push you off the base. And you're probably not far from a rule where, you know, umpire has to figure out, were you pushed off the base or did you come off the base?
Swing and a miss. Rafaela down on strikes. 3 strikeouts in a row for Hedrick. I got a slight look-alike for you. Hedrick and Jeff Nelson.
Nelly?
I was thinking Max Headroom. Remember Max Headroom?
I'm going with Coney, Michael. Sorry.
But there is a little Nelly there. I can see that. Left-handed Nelly.
He hadn't chainsawed anybody, though, tonight, Coney, when he punches him out.
On Jarren Duran. He started the Red Sox 3-run rally in the 6th with a leadoff triple to right field. 2-1. Duran, that triple and 2 strikeouts tonight, and he gets plunked. But he had a guard there. Looks like he's okay. He'll take first. Well, you're talking about Doc Gooden, the Mets. What do you think of him here?
Oh. That's a red. That was probably there. Don't show me striking out, Troy, down in the truck.
Poor Charles.
Yeah.
And some gas. I had Doc on the ray gun, the old ray gun at Shea Stadium one night at 97 miles an hour all night long, and the ray gun was about 3 to 4 miles an hour slower than the guns we see nowadays, or the Judd's guns. I think he was throwing 100. I'm telling you, he was throwing the
first guy
upper 90s back in the 80s.
Hear the ball, you know, when you faced him, you can hear the seams.
Club to right field. That ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Devers. That's his 29th home run against the Yankees, and the Yankees lead is now 9-6.
Well, that's Devers' 13th of the year, and you know he has always killed the Yankees. Loves hitting here. He is just a guy that showed up and knows how to hit, can get to anything. I think we first opened our eyes when he took Aroldis Chapman out dead left center field on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And he turned on this one.
You notice one thing? They're not putting that silly hat on him.
Yeah. Really, a fastball up, probably out of the strike zone, but this went to where you don't see a lot of home runs land.
He's never seen a piece of cheese he didn't like. That guy can hit a fastball. Tomahawk style.
Aaron Boone takes the ball from Brent Hedrick. He's going to call on Fernando Cruz. This is the last pitch that Hedrick threw, and it got lost. In part by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees, and by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. Red Sox keep climbing back into this. Fernando Cruz comes on. And with Abreu due up, they're going to send up Christian Campbell to pinch hit against Cruz. And there's a strike. Over his last 47 games, Campbell's hitting 192. He has really struggled after getting off to a great start at the beginning of the year.
Well, this is where you don't want to be against Cruz. 0-2. He's got a couple shots with this split finger now.
Swing and a miss. Campbell down on strikes.
Coney, this thing is just flat out nasty, and it's not really. I mean, it's a forkball. I mean, if you look at the rotation on this, that's almost a true forkball, but just dives out of the strike zone.
You ever been on an airplane? The pilot said we're going to experience a little turbulence.
Yeah,
that split finger right there's got a little turbulence on it.
Narvaez takes low and away.
I mean, you can explain it much more than I can, Coney. The true split finger has a ton of spin on it, where that's a forkball where it's almost like a knuckleball effect.
Yeah, and he throws it hard. So the break happens late. It's almost a waterfall effect. So the idea is when you get a late breaking splitter, that the hitter's already committed to it and he can't hold up. The break almost happens after you commit as a hitter. That's, to me, that's the nirvana for any pitcher. If you've got a late moving off-speed pitch, whether it's a splitter or a breaking ball.
So now with 2 strikes, he's looking for nirvana against Narvaez.
I'm glad you're listening to us, Michael.
Every word. Every word. Two and two.
And you really have to have long fingers to be able to dig it in there and throw it as a fork ball, right?
Absolutely. It takes more spin off of it the wider you split your fingers.
Okay, where was that one, Coney?
One of the problems is on high splitters, because the catcher's glove's down, you see all the movement?
Yeah.
That style of catching is made for framing the low pitches. It's hard to go all the way up and make that pitch look good.
Swing and a miss on the fastball. Cruz, as he's been doing most of the year, comes on and does the job. But the Red Sox creep closer. They score 2 runs on the home run by Devers. Nobody left on base at the end of 6.5. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. Yankees are leading this one, but we'll stay right here as they honor America in the Bronx.
You rise and remove your caps, and please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest, United States Army Specialist Arnold Weitz from New York City, who served in Vietnam. The Yankees say, thank you, Arnold, for your sacrifice and service to our nation. And now, please join us in singing along with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America. All right, fans, it's stretch time.
The Yanks 6-5-2 for the Red Sox. Buehler only lasted 2. Devers a 2-run home run. 26-minute rain delay before the first pitch. Will Warren won 5 1/3. The first 5 innings he was really good. Struggled then in the 6th, and Jazz Chisholm had himself a night. Fourth scoreboard, Yankees up by 3 as we start the bottom of the 7th inning. Criswell in his first 2nd inning of work, and he deals a strike to LeMahieu. Well, Campbell, who pinch hit for Abreu, he stays in at 2nd. Rafaela goes back to center. Duran goes back to left, and Ref Snyder moves over to right. Loizaga warming up.
Look at me, Michael. I'm even making lineup changes over
Amazing.
the index card. This is getting me confused. How many whiteouts do I need here?
Two and two. Well, there it is. They only have 1 guy left on the bench, the backup catcher, Connor Wong. Ground it and through past Story. for a base hit. Story used to be a very good shortstop. He's now -3 defensive run saves this year. While the Yankees and the Red Sox rivalry rolls on into the weekend, and the big names deserve the best post games. Turn back to Yes after the final outs for highlights, analysis, and clubhouse reaction on the WB Mason Yankees post game. That's Saturday and Sunday on Yes, and of course the Gotham Sports app. Tomorrow, the game is on Fox. Sunday, it's on ESPN.
Going to your work on Sunday, if you didn't know.
Be back here Sunday, but take tomorrow off.
All right. Just wanted to give you a little reminder. Don't get too crazy tomorrow night. You're working Sunday, all right? Michael, you can do what you want. You're off.
Chop towards second and past Campbell into right center. LeMahieu made a big turn. And he's fortunate that the throw was not on the bag. Otherwise, he would have been out. So he advances to second.
Like an easy double play. I don't know if this ball hit like the crease of the grass in the dirt, but it kind of shot by Campbell at second base. And then you're right. DJ was a dead duck, but a bad throw coming back. A lot of good things for the Yankees there. A lot of bad things for the Red Sox.
A couple hoppers got through back-to-back for this guy. 3 for 4 on the night.
Another ho-hum night, 3 for 4.
So here's Judge. Center field for the first out. 12 years ago today, Judge was selected with the Yankees' first-round pick, 32nd pick overall, out of Fresno State. Looks like it was a pretty good pick.
It's amazing. 12 years ago, it didn't seem like that long. Where he has come from 12 years ago.
Was that a straight first rounder or a compensation?
It was one of those compensation picks.
Oh, for the Nick Swisher signing, right?
I believe so, yes. Well, Nick was obviously a Yankee secret agent and helped them out by getting that comp pick.
Why, he's still invited back here anytime he wants.
Yeah, that's right. We got Aaron Judge for you. Thanks.
And so many teams see different things in different players. So just consider 31 teams passed over Aaron Judge. They didn't see this. And maybe the Yankees didn't either. You know, 32nd pick. They thought highly of him to use their first round pick. But different teams evaluate differently.
I'll never forget, I used to go to spring training and watch my nephew, Michael, who was drafted the same year with Aaron Judge. And so we were sitting at the minor league complex. And little Aaron said, well, what do you see? I said, I don't see anything, but just listen. Judge's bat just sounded completely different than anybody else in the whole complex. Just hit the ball harder, and he's continued to do it.
Well, fans go to @Yes Network on X and vote for the Montefiore Einstein Player of the Week. Is it number 1, Max Fried, number 2, Cody Bellinger, the guy at the plate, or number 3, Jazz Chisholm Jr.? Tough vote. Grounded foul.
The week ain't over yet.
No. The guys are still fighting for. Bellinger had a big night last night, double today, and Jazz is on fire at the plate.
Max Fried with a big game last night. Check swing, slow roller, grabbed by Toro, and he gets Bellinger for the second out as the runners move up. Now Goldschmidt hit a home run in the 6th inning. Let's take a look at it on StatCast 3D by Google Cloud. 100.9 miles per hour off the bat and 346 feet, just long enough.
So about 101. James, do some research over there with those figures. How hard do you have to hit a ball to get it out of the ballpark? That's got to be close. High 90s possibly.
run on Goldschmidt. Before that home run, Goldschmidt was 1 for his last 19. So he needed that one. Now there's 2 more ribbies on the bases for him. 0-2.
Well, direction and launch angle matter, along with exit velocity.
The angle was 38 degrees, and it spent 5.8 seconds in the air. Yankees lead by 3, 9-6. And he waved at that one to strike out. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 men left on base.
Michael, when we go to break, we're going to give you some answers when they get back. All right?
To report by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. By Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. And by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. We go to the 8th inning. New pitcher for the Yankees is Jonathan Loaizaga. A view from above. Yes view from above. Hyundai scoreboard, 9-6 Yanks. Oh and 1.
Michael, my research has come back. It's not concrete. It's not a definite answer. But the average home run is 104.8. But it does take less, obviously, if you hit the ball down the line. So Goldschmidt's was 100.3. So that's the first row out there. So I would imagine it'd be right around 100 or 99.
And I guess it could have been less if it was right down the line. We're at 314.
Sort of a next step for Jonathan Loaizaga here. First back-to-back appearances on the year since he's been back.
He featured a couple really good changeups last night. You know about his velocity. You know about his sinker.
Toro hits one deep to left center. On the run is Grisham. He's not going to get there. And it bounces into the Red Sox bullpen for a leadoff double.
This has become a heavyweight fight, Coney, just back and forth. You know, the Yankees score, the Red Sox score. Now they get something going. It's just nobody there. It seems like the Yankees just can't put them away. The sinker has a good 2-seam motion, but it just doesn't have the sink.
We talk about Yankee Stadium. That's where it takes away a homer from you out there in Death Valley. It'll give you some over on the porch and right, but that was about 104.8 miles an hour, your average home run.
Romy Gonzalez goes around 0-1. Gonzalez pinch hit for Meyer in the 6th and promptly picked up a 2-run single. Grounded to Peraza. 1 down. Wilson heating up. Now we had fun with the fact that, on this day, the Yankees selected Aaron Judge with the 32nd pick, a compensatory pick they got because of Nick Swisher signing as a free agent with another team. But it goes deeper. You'll like this, Paul and David. It starts with Ruben Rivera.
I remember Rube.
Well, the Yankees traded Rivera to the Padres for Hideki Arabu, who was sold by his Japanese team to the Padres. Okay, that's one step. That one is driven to left field. Bellinger makes the play for the second out. Arabu was traded to the Expos for Jake Westbrook. Jake Westbrook was traded to Cleveland for David Justice. Justice was traded to the Mets for Robin Ventura. Ventura was traded to the Dodgers for Scott Proctor. Proctor was traded to the Dodgers for Wilson Betemit. Betemit was traded to the White Sox for Nick Swisher. And Swisher went to Cleveland as a free agent And the Yankees got the 32nd pick back as compensation and took Judge.
I'm glad you started that in the 8th inning, Michael, because you needed a little time to get through it.
So it all began with Ruben Rivera.
Ruben Rivera.
Who was the cousin of Mariano.
Ruben Rivera came up, and you remember we had a flight. And Joe Torre was going to be nice, and he allowed wives.
Right back
to go
to Loizaga. We're going to have to hold the rest of that story. Please promise you'll do that.
Took a girl from the parking lot, and it never happened again.
A scoreboard. Yankees 9, Boston 6. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will lead off. Listen, I hate to make you repeat things, Paul, but you squeezed that last line in right before the break. I think everybody has to hear exactly what you said.
Coney shook his head. He validates the story.
Right field. Ref Snyder makes the play to retire Chisholm.
So during the regular season,
right,
no wives were allowed on the plane.
They were not.
No.
Right.
Only the playoffs and the World Series, right, Coney?
Yes.
So Joe Torre said, we're going to have a family trip, and some guys complained because they had fiancés. All right, so we're going to have a family trip, fiancés, girlfriends. So everybody gets on the plane, all happy. Well, Ruben Rivera shows up with a girl that was parking cars in the lot. He just invited her on the plane. And, long story short, it never happened again. The family trips were over until the playoffs.
True story.
Joe Torre must have been so chapped.
Oh, well, it's like, Ruben, what are you doing?
He was lonely.
Just want to be part of the team.
This baseball season, nothing hits like Dunkin'. Always a fan favorite. Swing 'em today. America runs on Dunkin'.
0-2 on Dominguez. And he goes down on strikes against Criswell. The Yankee closer, Devin Williams, heating up. Broken bat, slow roller off the bat of Peraza. Story gets the Yankee shortstop as the Yankees go down in order. Williams comes on and tries to close it out in the 9th. And I've always said this about this guy. This is one of the best trades the Yankees ever made, and one of the worst trades the Red Sox ever made. Not as bad as the Babe Ruth one. Red Ruffing.
Red Ruffing was really good.
What a pitcher. Big wins. And we go back to the vault.
Wow. That doesn't look like 95, Coney. What do you think?
Yeah, but he had 198 complete games. He was going for the long run.
231 wins with the Yankees. Only Whitey has more. 6-time world champion, 6-time All-Star, 3rd most home runs by a full-time pitcher, and served in the Army in a non-combat role from 43 to 45. Made the Hall of Fame in 67. And they got him for Cedric Durst and $50,000.
He's a burly-looking fella.
There's Devin Williams. Swing and a miss on the change by Rafaela.
Another trade back. Sparky Lyle came from the Red Sox.
Yes,
right?
he did, for Danny Cater.
Yeah, and they ended up, winning the Cy Young and a couple World Series.
One and one. Tries to bunt, fouls it off. Rafaela is 0 for 3 in this one. Soft ground ball. Peraza charges, gets a nice hop, shows a good arm, and he gets Raffaella for the first out.
Raffaella was flying down the line. Peraza needed to get it and get it over there by that much.
Here's Jarren Duran. Scored 2 runs, a triple, hit by pitch, and struck out twice. Upcoming schedule brought to you by your local Tri-State Buick dealers. 2 more games against the Red Sox tomorrow on Fox, and then Sunday on ESPN. Then on the road, Monday's an off day, 3 in Kansas City, and then at Fenway Park, 3 against the Red Sox. 2-0.
I think I'll make that trip to Kansas City.
Stay in your own house, or
No, I don't have a house anymore. But my brother's there. You know, Justin Shackle's going to be on the mic there too, so we're going to tear it up at KC.
one of those teams you're waiting to see them come back. You know, they came in and made the playoffs last year, and you think they get better and better, but they've kind of spinning their tires this year.
Yeah, they got one of their top prospects up now, Jack Caglione. So he's exciting young talent, powerful left-handed batter. Of course, Bobby Witt Jr.
And once again, Duran gets hit, so he takes first base. Well, fans, stay tuned after the final out for tonight's WB Mason Yankees postgame as Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry are going to have highlights and analysis. Meredith Marakovitz gets player interviews in the clubhouse. We're going to hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. All coming up next on Yes and the Gotham Sports Hour. So here is Devers. 2-run home run in the 7th. He scored twice, walked, popped to short, and grounded to second. And that home run we're talking about, we'll take a look at the exit velocity presented by Spectrum. 104.2, and it went 419 feet. Fly ball left field. Bellinger puts it away. Duran heads back to first, and the Red Sox are down to their final out. And it'll be the rookie, Christian Campbell. Pinch hit for Abreu in the 7th and struck out against Hedrick. No, check that. That was against Fernando Cruz. They'll let Duran steal second. Not holding him on. There he goes. That'll be defensive indifference as he takes second. Oh, 0-1 on Campbell. And the rookie steps out. Just in case there's a bottom of the 9th inning, former Yankee Aroldis Chapman is warming up. The 0-1. 1-1. And a strike away. A sellout crowd of 46,783. 7th sellout of the year. Most of them standing. Strike 3, ball game. Yankees win 9-6. Devin Williams nails down the save. Yankee offense was there from the very first inning, especially from that guy. And the Yankees take the first game of this 3-game set.
Well, I think Will Warren took a step forward. He threw really good early in the game. The offense was here early and stay. It's a great way to start this series. 3 out of 4 so far on the homestand.
Well, pitcher's best friend's usually a double play ball, but a 3-run homer in the first is also a nice buddy to have, and Chisholm provided that in the first.
Home run by that guy as well, Paul Goldschmidt. We thank our friend Danny Drone. What a great job by him. Great shots all day. We'll come back with awards and then the postgame after that. Dynamic performance about all that jazz.
Jazz has been good since he came up in the first inning, a 3-run homer. But that wasn't enough. He just kept going at it. 3 for 5 on the night, 2 stolen bases, a home run, and 4 RBIs. That's your dynamic performance.
And Meredith will talk to Jazz Chisholm during the post-game show. Challenges people with the legs. He's got a great bat since he came back off the IL. He has been money in 4 games. Another award to come.